Hello and welcome to this lecture of parabola. In the present lecture, we are going to study about a conic section called as parabola. So it is defined as locus of a point. Parabola is defined as locus of a point which is equidistant from a fixed line and a fixed point. So let's say that this is a line and this is that point. So we want a moving point in such a way that the distance from the fixed line and from the fixed point given at any point of time remains constant. So what I want to say is, if you consider any general point x comma y on this plane, on this curve, and if you try to measure this distance and this distance, let's say this is d1 and this is d2, then d1 is equal to d2. So throughout this curve, if you choose any point, any random point, then what happens is this distance from this directrix, that is this line is called directrix and this point is called focus. So the distance of this point, any given point on this curve, is the same from this directrix and the focus. When you have such a curve which satisfies this condition, it's called a parabola. Now a general parabola which is given like this, let's say that this is the coordinate axis, and if we draw this kind of a parabola, then the equation of this parabola is given as y square is equal to 4ax. So this point over here is the focus, that is a comma 0, and this particular point is called vertex. So this is the vertex, this is the focus. So origin is the vertex, and then this line which is at an equidistant point. So obviously if this is at a distance a, then obviously this also should be at a distance a, but this time this point is going to be minus a comma 0. So the equation of this line is going to be x equals to minus a. The equation of this line is y is equal to 0. The equation of this line is x equals to 0. And the equation of this curve is y square is equal to 4ax. Also, if I continue to join these points, if I go perpendicular and join these points, then this point is a comma 2a and this point is a comma minus 2a. So the overall length of this line segment AB is 4a. So this segment AB is called latus rectum, and the length of this latus rectum is 4a, and this particular axis about which this curve is symmetric is called axis of the parabola. So these are some technical terms that you should know, and we will be dealing with all this. Let's take some examples to understand this in a better way. Let's say that the parabola is given as y square is equal to 16x, and now we have to find all these details. So comparing this equation and this equation, we understand that 4a is equal to 16, which means that a is equal to 4. So in this case, the focus is going to be 4 comma 0, the vertex is going to be 0 comma 0 of course, this point is going to be minus 4 comma 0, the directrix is going to be x equals to minus 4, the length of this, that is 4 times a, 4 into 4 is 16, so the length of this line segment is going to be 16, and the equation of this, if you want to find, then obviously it will be x equals to 4 in this equation. So given a particular equation, and if you know all these details, we can find all the details of a given parabola in and out. Now after you have understood this parabola, let us try and understand the next few parabolas. That is, the parabola can be aligned in this direction also. That's an inverted parabola. So, creating a minor variation now, I'll just draw a symmetric curve which is symmetric to this, but on the left hand side. So this time you can clearly see that the focus is going to be minus a comma 0, the vertex is going to be again 0 comma 0. However, the directrix of this particular parabola, let me just eliminate this. So now you can clearly see that the equation of this latus rectum is going to be x equals to minus a. The equation of this directrix is going to be x equals to a in this case. So the equation of this kind of parabola, which is inverted exactly opposite to the first parabola, is y square is equal to minus 4ax. So now that you have understood this, we can see the top parabola also, that is the upward parabola. So if I have this kind of a parabola which is aligned upwards this way, then its equation is going to be written as x square equals to 4ay, unlike the last one which was y square equals to 4ax. So another conclusion that we can make is, whenever we have a term like y square, it means that curve is symmetric about x axis, and whenever we have a term x square, it means that the curve is symmetric about y axis. This is one important conclusion that you have to remember with regards to this curve. Now let us try and find all the given details with regards to this particular parabola. So obviously here the point is going to be 0 comma a, and this point is going to be 0 comma minus a. So the directrix of this parabola will be something like this. Let me draw it properly. So this is the directrix of the parabola given 0 comma minus a, and this distance is going to be a. So I can write this as y is equal to minus a. This is the equation of directrix. Similarly, the equation of latus rectum is going to be y is equal to a, and the equation of axis this time is going to be y is equal to 0, because the equation of axis is going to be this. So it is going to be x equals to 0. Now this point is really simple. So this point is going to be minus 2a comma a. This point is going to be 2a comma a. The length of this latus rectum is 4a. So this is the upward parabola. A similar variation can be done with the downward parabola, just that its equation is going to be x square equals to minus 4ay. So let's solve some problems to get a feel of this. Now these equations are given to us, so the parabolas are given to us, and we have to find the axis of parabola and focus, the coordinates of the focus, the axis of parabola, directrix, and the length of latus rectum. So let's find accordingly and sequentially. Let's take the first parabola. So clearly see that 12 is 2a. So it means that, 4a. So a is 3. In the first case, a is 3. And the parabola is something like this, that is going on this side. So obviously this is going to be 3 comma 0. This is going to be at minus 3 comma 0. So obviously this is going to be x equals to minus 3. This is the equation of directrix. The axis is going to be y is equal to 0. Then the length of the latus rectum, which is going to be 4 into 3, which is 12 units, is going to be the length of this latus rectum. So this coordinate is going to be 3 comma 6, this coordinate is going to be 3 comma minus 6. Similarly, you can do for this parabola also y square equals to minus 8x. So this time a is going to be 2. So let's quickly do for that. You can clearly see that a is going to be 2 this time. So if a is 2, then the focus is going to be minus 2 comma 0 this time, because the parabola will be this way. So this is going to be minus 2 comma 0, and this directrix is going to be 2 comma 0. So this is going to be x equals to 2. The axis however won't change, y is equal to 0, and the length of lattice rectum this time is going to be, since this is 2 comma minus 2 comma 4 and this is going to be minus 2 comma minus 4, the length of the lattice rectum is going to be 8 overall. This is 4, this is 4. So we have found all the details now for the second one. A third one is similar because this is similar to this. However, a 10 is 4a, so it's going to be a is 5 by 2 this time. Once you find a, all details are there with you. You can find all the details. Let's do the last one because it is slightly different. So x square equals to minus 9y. This part is going to be this way. So this parabola slightly unsymmetric, so let me draw it properly. So this is going to be the parabola, and this time 9 is going to be 4a. So a is going to be minus 9 by 4. Now once we have found this, it means that this point focus is going to be 0 comma minus 9 by 4, and this point is going to be 0 comma 9 by 4. So this directrix, the equation of directrix is going to be y is equal to 9 by 4. The length of this lattice rectum is going to be, of course this is 0. So on this side it's going to be 9 by 2 minus 9 by 2 comma 9 by 4, minus 9 by 4. This side it's going to be 9 by 2 comma minus 9 by 4. So overall the length of this is going to be 18 by 4 or 9 by 2. I'm sorry, it should be 9. The overall length of the lattice rectum is going to be 9 by 2 and 9 by 2. So overall it's going to be 9. So length of LR is going to be 9 in this case. Now we have this question which is quite easy and standard. It's given to us that the focus is 4 comma 0 and directrix is x equals to minus 4. Find the length of LR. So we have to find the equation of parabola first. Now it's very easy because we know that the equation of directrix is given as x equals to minus a, and the focus is of the form a comma 0. So both are matching over here, which means that a is 4. And obviously the equation of parabola is going to be y square equals to 4ax, which is 16x in this case. But that is not all. Let us do it in a slightly different way, going by the definition of parabola. So what we'll do is, let us say that this is the directrix and this is the parabola that we are talking about. Let's say that this is the axis. So let's choose a general point x comma y over here, and this equation of this is x equals to minus 4, and this point focus is 4 comma 0. So going by the typical definition, we know that this distance is going to be equal to this distance. That is, let's mark them as a, b, c. So we can write ab is equal to ac. Now once I do this, definitely I can write ab first as x. So this is going to be the point. Let's write AC first. Sorry, BC is equal to AB. So BC is equal to AB. Now BC, when I write BC, I can write it through the distance formula as x minus 4 the whole square plus y square. Let me leave it at that point. Now this is the distance of the point from the line. we know that distance of a point from a line can be written like AB is going to be written as mod of the point, that is x minus y. So y is not there over here, of course, so it's going to be 0 plus 4 divided by root 1, because the coefficient of x is 1. This distance, this is going to be the distance of the point from the line. Now let us equate this and see what we get. So when I equate this to this, I'll equate the squares and I'll write this as BC square is equal to AB square. So if I write this, we'll get it like x minus 4 the whole square plus y square is equal to x plus 4. So continue with this. What we get is x square plus 16 minus 8x plus y square is equal to x plus 4. So here you can clearly see that, of course, we have to square this also. So when I square this is going to be x square plus 16 plus 8x. Now x square and x square terms will go, and here you can see that 16 and 16 will also go. Ultimately we get y square is equal to 16x. This is the equation of the parabola. So we have taken the help of definition now, and we have written this particular equation of the parabola. Let's take another example. Now, this is not a standard parabola. That is, all this while we were studying a parabola which was symmetric about x-axis or y-axis. But now, the parabola can be this way also, or the parabola can be even this way, inclined at some angle. So let's not worry about all that, and what we'll worry is about the definition of parabola. So we know the definition of parabola, that is, we defined it as locus of a point which is equidistant from the focus and directrix. So let's say this is that parabola that we're talking about, any general parabola, and this is the directrix, this is the focus. So this distance is going to be equated to this distance. Now, although they don't look same, let's make them equal now. This is again ABC. So again I can write AB square is equal to BC square. So first let us write AB. A is, the equation of this line is going to be x minus 2y minus 6 equals to 0. This point B is any point x comma y on the parabola, and C is 2 comma 3. So obviously 2 comma 3, the distance of this is going to be BC, which is written as x minus 2 the whole square plus y minus 3 the whole square. And distance of this point from the line we can write as x minus 2y minus 6 by root over of 1 square plus 2 square. So this also needs to be squared. Now once we have got this, it's going to be x minus 2y minus 6 the whole square is equal to, divided by 4 plus 1, 5. And this is going to be x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y plus 4 plus 9. That's going to be 13. So we have got one side. Let's square this also. So I'm taking two terms at a time. Let us take x minus 2y. So it's going to be x minus 2y the whole square plus 36 minus 2 times 6 into x minus 2y. At the bottom, we'll have this 5 going. So now that we have got this, let us square it up and check what we get. So this is going to be x square, this is going to be 4y square. In between we'll have a term 4xy plus 36 minus 12x plus 24y. On this side we'll multiply this 5 over here, and this will be 5x square plus 5y square minus 20x minus 30y plus 13 5s are 65. So overall, when we simplify this expression, when we simplify this particular expression, the answer that we will get is something like this. So this is going to be 4x square. Here you have 5y square and here there is 4y square. So this is going to be y square. Next there is going to be 4xy, because here you can see that it is minus 4xy. So when it's going on this side, it's going to be plus 4xy minus 8x, because here there is minus 12x and here there is minus 20x. So it's going to be minus 8x minus 54y and plus 29. This will be the answer of this parabola. So here you can clearly see that there is a difference between equation of a circle and equation of a parabola, because in circle we used to have x square term, we used to have y square term, we used to have the x term which we call 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So there was an x square term, y square term, x term, y term and constant term. Whereas here you can clearly see that first of all the coefficient of the x square and y square term is not the same. So here it is 4, here it is 1, that's one point. Second point is the xy term is coming in between, which was not there over here. So this is one clear cut difference between the equation of parabola and the circle. Now this time we have been given focus and vertex. So earlier it was just the focus and directrix that were given to us. This time we have been given with focus and vertex, with the help of which we have to find the equation of parabola. So again, let's go back to the basics. Draw a parabola this way, and without worrying about how the parabola is inclined and how it is aligned, we know for sure that this point, the focus, is going to be minus 6, 6, minus 6, and this point, that is a vertex, is going to be minus 2, 2. Let's say that this is the directrix. So if at all I find this point, then first I'll be able to find the equation of this directrix, because one thing is for sure that this line and this line is perpendicular. That is, the axis of the parabola and this directrix is always perpendicular. So now we have to find the slope of this line. So if we find the slope of this line as m1, the slope of this line is going to be m2, then we can write slope of m1 m2 is product is minus 1. So let's find the slope of this. M1 is going to be minus 6 minus 2 by minus 6 plus 2, which is going to be minus 8 by minus 4, which is going to be 2. So slope of this is 2, hence the slope of this is going to be minus half. Now it's always the case that this happens to be the midpoint of focus and this point. So if I consider that these points are A, B, C, B is always the midpoint of the line segment AC. So now we can find the point A as well, as if I consider it as h comma k, I can write h minus 6 by 2 is going to be minus 2 and k minus 6 by 2 is going to be 2. So when we solve this, we get the answer as 2, and when we solve this particular part, we get the answer as 10. So this means that this point is going to be 2, 10. Now we have the point and we have the slope of this line. So we can write the equation of this particular directrix as y minus 10 is equal to minus half into x minus 2. So this is going to be 2y minus 20 is equal to minus x plus 2. Continuing further, we will get x plus 2y is equal to 22. That is the equation of this line. So the directrix is given to us, the directrix is given to us, and we have the focus as well, using which now we can write the equation of the parabola in the similar method that we wrote last time. So I can write the distance of the point from the line as x plus 2y minus 22 divided by root 5. This modulus is equal to x, because we are choosing any general point over here, x comma y, and then we say that this distance is same as this distance. that is x minus x plus 6 the whole square plus y plus 6 the whole square root over. So this distance is this, and this particular distance from the line is written this way. So here we are using the concept of straight lines, which is the distance of the point from the line. Now let's square this up again and write the answer. So this is going to be x plus 2y minus 22 the whole square by 5. This is going to be x square plus 36. Let's write it properly, x square plus y square plus 12y, 12x plus 12y plus 72. Let's square this also. X square plus 4y square. If I square this up, this is going to be x square plus a square plus b square plus c square, which is going to be then written as 22 square, that's 441. Then this is going to be 2 times 4xy. Then it is going to be 88 minus 88y. And then finally, we are going to have a term which is involving these two. That is going to be minus 44x. This is the left hand side. Now I'll multiply this 5 on the right hand side and I'll get 5x square plus 5y square plus 60x plus 60y is equal to 72 into 5, which is 360. So this time I expanded this as a plus b plus c the whole square. So a plus b plus c the whole square expression would be given as a plus b plus c the whole square is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2 times ca. Now once this is given, we can obviously shift and write the answers. Like if at all this was given as minus c, as in this case, then this term AB will remain positive. All these terms will remain positive irrespective of whether the sign is positive or negative, because finally they are squares. However, if this term and this term involves C, then they are going to be written as negative. That is the only change that happens. So using this formula, I wrote this particular equation. Then I multiplied 5 on the other side, and finally we get the answer of this as 4x square plus y square minus 4xy plus 104x plus 148y minus 124 is equal to 0. So that is the answer of this parabola. That is the equation of this parabola.